Howdy. Alright, you know what? I figured it's time for another funny Volt build with the shield thing. Because why not? So, we've got Hate Incarnon now. The last Volt video I did was with the Exodia Contagion on Zaws. Now, this is sort of similar in how it works and how it performs, but it's much more brain dead because you don't gotta jump and spam stuff all the time. So, first off, we've got obviously Hate Incarnon, Reaping Spiral, because I don't know, that's just the stance that fits it. It doesn't matter too much. I like the stance anyways. Discipline's Merit, any Tennokai here is nice, just so it's easier to activate Incarnon without consuming our combo. Organ Shatter for crit damage, Pride and Pressure Point for melee damage, no Condition Overload because this does not work with the ranged explosion from the Incarnon mode. Prime Reach because we can hit more enemies that way because we can still use the normal melee, not just the ranged attacks, and it helps build a combo. Blood Rush for crit chance, Prime Fear Strike Voltaic Strike for corrosive, so we can armor strip, and Weeping Wounds for status chance, quickening for attack speed, and some extra combo count chance, making it even easier to build up combo, and melee influence to give lots of AoE damage. So next, we'll go over the Incarnon perks. Obviously, get this one for the melee damage and stuff. We have this for combo count chance, combo duration, and status chance. So we have big status procs. Now, obviously, we don't have electricity here, which we need for melee influence. That's where Volt comes in. This build is slightly different from the last build, which is this. I never changed anything on this build, but this one. So Wrathful Advance, we are going with Nourish. Nourish, so we have better energy, and so we have Viral. So we have Corrosive and Viral. Now we're just missing Electricity to proc melee influence. And that's where the Electric Shield comes in. The extra damage, that 50% electricity damage, it is not the same as Shock Trooper. So if you were to use Shock Trooper on his one, it gives you 100% electricity damage to your attacks, to your weapons for 40 seconds. Now that is, it's added as if it was a modded elements on your weapons. So if we have corrosive, it's going to add 100% electricity into the corrosive calculation because we already have electric plus toxin, right? Just like if we add another electricity mod. So that's not going to give us the electricity we're missing. But the electric damage we get from Volt's shield, that is its own sort of element, right? Like it's its own electricity thing. So it will be able to proc electric even though we have corrosive on our weapon. But only for attacks that go through it. So our normal melees can't do it, but the projectiles from the Incarnon form will be able to do it. So back to the build. Back here. Again, Nourish for Viral, extra energy. Our speed gives us extra attack speed, movement speed. Our shield gives us survivability, and it gives us the electric procs for A, more damage, and B, to proc melee influence. And then our 4 is nice lightning chaining, and with capacitance, lets us shield gate easily. We got brief respite and capacitance with catalyzing shields, giving us a lot of survivability. Casting speed here would be nice. I have no Archon shards on. If you wanted to go Archon shards, 2 green shards for full stripping from corrosive would be huge. And 2 shards for casting speed would also be pretty massive. That would help a lot. You can run Mad Ride, but for casting speed, I prefer Nairmon so we don't lose our combo. We have Molt Augmented to help fix the terrible strength we're sitting at. Because the only thing we have for strength is Intensify because we're running overextended just so our 4 can tag more enemies. It only really affects our 4. I mean, it does affect the explosion that happens from this thing right here, but we're mostly just using it so our 4 tags more enemies. You don't have to run this if you don't want to. You can replace it with like Rolling Guard, for example, for more survivability instead. But I just like having this. Will Intensify also for strength. So 84, once this builds up, will be at 144. Energize for extra energy, and you can run whatever Exilus you want. So we also have no pet right now, and your weapons don't matter other than hate. Let's now show it in action. First, we have to build up a combo. Go in, use Power Strike or Power Slam, whatever it's called, to help build up combo easier. Activate Incarnon. Then come back over here, reset the enemies. Now, it will take a couple hits before we can actually proc melee influence. You'll see it on the top right when it does proc though. But then we will start to absolutely decimate the enemies. There it is, 18 seconds. And as you can see, it is quite effective. Now we'll reset the enemies while it influences proc right off the bat if I'm fast enough. Dang it. Well, I was not fast enough. But, there we go, proc the end. Okay, we're gonna be fast enough this time. Trust. I'm way too slow for this shit. Why do I keep dropping my shield? Oh yeah, we don't have Nourish activated. As you can see, it's quite effective. We didn't have Nourish off at the start. And you can put like a ribbon on this, your build can be better, we could have higher strength. The main thing is once you get Influence going, it's going to decimate everything. And again, 2 Corrosive Shards would make it so you could full strip for even bigger damage, which would be pretty massive. Just always make sure you have Nourish active, have a shield picked up, and always keep your 2 active for extra attacks because holy shit does the Hate have horrible base attack speed. That's why we have Quickening on to go with the attack speed from our 2. And then if you ever need shields, you just, bam, cast your full. Just another short video, funny video with melee on Volt since he makes it so you can easily get electric to proc influence. And a way to make the Hate actually good, because I know a lot of people say it's good, but I just feel like the ranged attacks are rather underwhelming, but with this they're pretty damn powerful. So if you enjoyed, then like. If you didn't, then dislike. If you want to see more random content like this, then subscribe. Adios.